Thanks to the September 2022 leaks, we got the first truly concrete info that GTA 6 will include two protagonists, being Jason, a Caucasian male, and Lucia, a Latina female, who are in a relationship. However, despite the leaks, we barely know anything about the two characters, and it makes you ask yourself, what do we know about Jason and Lucia? Anyway, in this video I'll be compiling and breaking down every piece of information that we have about the protagonists of Grand Theft Auto 6, the Bonnie and Clyde of 2025, Jason and Lucia. Not much is really known about Jason and Lucia's past, though from the trailer, leaks, and artwork, we can make a few guesses. We see Lucia in what is presumably the United States Penitentiary in one of the beginning shots of the trailer. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that whenever she got incarcerated was before, or at the very least, at the very beginning of the game, because it seemed like this could be expected to be in the intro sequence of the game, or one of the first missions. As for Jason, his background is more obscure. Some people speculate that he may be a cop due to his short hair and his Miami police style pants, and right now I don't really have any comments on that. Part of me feels like it's very unlikely, though another part feels Rockstar could use that feeling and do a complete 180. Then there's the question of how they met, and was it before or during the story? This is one of those questions that I can't really answer. I feel like after trailer 2 drops, it'll be easier to answer questions like these. However, what I can do is provide a few that make sense. I feel like the most probable theory is Lucia meeting Jason after she leaves prison and is on parole. That could also explain the reason she has an ankle monitor in the official key art for GTA 6. Another theory that is plausible is Jason and Lucia meeting before the story, then she gets in prison, and still explaining the ankle monitor that we see in the art. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Moving forward to the motives. One thing Rockstar has done with almost all the protagonists is giving them a motive for what they do. Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2 is an example of this. He doesn't rob and kill for himself, but for the gang to survive. Same thing can be said for Michael DeSanto, who came out of retirement for his family. If you want to see me go more in depth on the topic of the morality of Rockstar protagonists and their motives, I definitely recommend this video. But anyway, back to GTA 6. What could be Jason and Lucia's motive to turn to the crime life? Now for this one, there's a lot more clear answers. First, Lucia could be the one who's in the crime life, then Jason comes along, becomes a certified simp, then he's willing to do anything for Lucia, which includes being a criminal. Secondly, this one is a bit more obscure, but Lucia could possibly have a kid? This is a bit of a controversial topic concerning the story of GTA 6. This has caused a bit of an uproar in the community, and there's even some quote-unquote leaked info surrounding it, which I'll cover later in this video. But for now, let's move on to the In GTA 5, we saw the three protagonists having their own special abilities, Michael having his bullet time, Franklin having his ability to slow down time while driving, and Trevor having a rage trip. However, what will Jason and Lucia in GTA 6 have? Well, from the leaks, we were fortunate enough to get a glimpse of the special abilities of both Jason and Lucia. For Jason, we saw his special ability to locate valuable items, reminiscent of the eagle eye that we saw in RDR 2. As for Lucia, she has an ability that's something along the lines of hacking and the ability to spot security cameras. Lucia will probably be a very tech-esque character and probably the brains of the duo, and I'm excited to see what Rockstar could possibly do with the character. In this chapter, I want to cover every quote-unquote leaked info on GTA 6 concerning the two protagonists, starting with supposedly the entire storyline of GTA 6 leaked. Of course, spoilers ahead, proceed with caution, and thank you to Mike Tannen for bringing this to my attention. I posted this thread originally on r/GTA 6, but moderators insist on leaving it for some reason without reaching out to say why. I won't be able to give out my source of this information, but I completely understand everyone who's skeptical, and I'm not just one more of those. A friend of a friend told me about this. Believe me or not, I have a reliable source that worked on the game. I'm not asking you to blindly believe what I say. All I ask is to please have some patience and wait until the teaser trailer gets released, as it will likely confirm the information that I will provide on this thread. Also, please take everything I say on this thread with a grain of salt, as the game is still under development. The information I provide here might have changed over time. I strongly suggest you set reminders to check this thread again in the future. Without further ado, let's get into it. I was surprised by my source when I was told that Lucia has a baby that she abandons at a delicatessen before heading out to a bank robbery and getting arrested for doing such an act. It is not known if the baby was a boy or a girl, and obviously there will be no kids in the game. This only happens in a cutscene as a flashback of the past. I have no information about what happens to this baby after this point. After a few years, Lucia gets released on probation and she's picked up at the prison by Jason, who's planning a robbery with her, and they'll fall in love with each other after some time. The majority of the planning for the missions takes place at a nightclub called The Vault. In the very first mission of the game, you control Jason and you have to follow a plane that is about to land and carries a Russian drug dealer. Apparently Jason meets this guy and starts to plan a mission to steal drugs. In this drug stealing mission, they are chased by the police and the drug ends up falling into the ocean. There's a falling mission where they'll have to dive to retrieve it. Mechanics. There's a new mechanic for detecting threats and valuable items around you. This is not a special ability like Franklin's ability to drive cars with special handling. This is a new mechanic that seems to be somewhat inspired by the Deadeye targeting from Red Dead Redemption 2. This mechanic is revealed in the Hank's Waffles dining robbery present in the leaked videos. Rockstar has also been focusing on very detailed mechanics of searching places. This one seems to be also inspired by a mechanic from Mario 2. That's all I can reveal for now, guys. Again, please come back to this thread when the game gets released, and after Rockstar releases a teaser trailer, as will potentially include some of the information I said here. See you again soon. Holy fucking shit. If even a quarter of this turns out to be true, this very well could be our first actual glimpse at GTA 6 story-wise and gameplay-wise. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Second leak is the GTA 6 storyline taking place across multiple years. In the leaks, you see different appearances for Jason. In some clips, he looks older, and in some, looks younger. Hell, even the Jason we see in the trailer looks drastically different and older from the Jason we see in the leaks. But what do you think? Anyway, I think that does it for this one. I did a lot of research for this video, so if there's anything I missed, don't be afraid to let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, stay Doomers. That's Doomsday, signing off.